How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Rainbow Star coming at you with another video, but today it's a different type of video. I wanted to switch it up a little bit because I couldn't really figure out something to do on Dokkan today, but I wanted to do a different type of video talking about Blue Gogeta versus MUI Goku, because I've really seen a lot of these debates all over the community, and I kind of wanted to put my 2 cents in, stir the pot up a little bit, and because I've also seen stuff between like Broly and Jiren, who's stronger. So I just wanted to get out my ideas behind it, and like with a bunch of like calculations, I wanted to power scale a little bit because I love that part of the community. I love debating and all that other stuff. So if you guys have your ideas, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I would love to talk to you guys about it and see if we could change. If I could change your mind, you could change my mind, or we could just agree to disagree. So to start off this, I wanted to start off figuring out the God, like the Super Saiyan God multiplier, because there's a lot of stuff talking about this, and like a lot of it isn't true. Like a lot of people like to lowball it and saying it's like hardly even stronger than Super Saiyan 3 and all this other kind of stuff. So in the Buu Saga, we're going to start off as our scale is going to be Buu Saga Goku, and base is a 1. Just to make it easy. Like his base form is a 1. So his Super Saiyan 3, which is 400 times base, would be a 400. Right? A Super Saiyan would be 50. Super Saiyan 2 would be 100. Nice and easy. So in the Buu Saga, Goku as a Super Saiyan 3 is a 400. And didn't think he had any type of chance against Buhan. But he really did think that Vegito was strong enough to beat him. And base Vegito was shown to be roughly as strong as Buhan. So a 400 times Goku is at least like a Vegito. That's like a very low ball because Vegito is stronger than that, but that's just a baseline. But Vegeta in a Super Saiyan 2 is a 400 is a 100 times base Goku, because they're about equal when they're in Super Saiyan 2. We see that in the fight between them. Yes, Vegeta was Majin, but we can roughly estimate about that. So, and there's also stuff, some people would like to use a like a X times Y multiplier for fusion. But in this video, I'm going to use an X plus Y so that we're lowballing, because I'm going to be lowballing both Gogeta and Goku, MUI Goku. So for a X plus Y, Goku as a 400 and Vegeta as a 100 would be a 400, would make Vegito 500 times base Goku, which stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but not as much as a X times Y boost. So a 500 times base Goku would be base Vegito. Times 50 is a 25,000 times base Goku in Super Saiyan. So that's a massive buff on top of that. And that's, again, a low ball talking about X plus Y instead of X times Y. And then during the Battle of Gods arc, Goku states that fusion wouldn't even be enough to beat Beerus. So he said, like, even though, like, I'm not going to be calculating in like power changing over time, because we really can't do that objectively. That's more of a headcanon type of deal. So he doesn't think that himself 25,000 times stronger would be enough to take on Beerus. So he doesn't think fusion's enough, but he thinks that God is enough to take on Beerus. Like, he's confident that he can at least push Beerus back a little bit in God. So God would be at least a 25,000 times boost on top of base, which people like to lowball, but that's what it looks like. Like, he doesn't think that Vegito is strong enough to take him on. So we're giving the strongest version of Vegito that we know at this point, which is just Super Saiyan Vegito, and we're making him as strong as that. He's probably even stronger than that, but that's the baseline that we're going to give him. Super Saiyan God is a 25,000 times multiplier on top of base Goku. Then later on, he absorbs God into his base. So that 25,000 now becomes his new baseline. He can stack, and then after that he can stack God on top of that, on top of his base form, and then Blue on top of that. So Goku in his base after absorbing God would be at 25,000. He can go God on top of that, which would be 25,000 times 25,000, which would be 625 million. He's 625 million times Buu Saga base Goku. And then being able to stack Blue on top of that, which is a 50 times multiplier on top of God, because he's using his God essence, but just going Super Saiyan. So that would be a 31,250,000,000 times base Goku from the Buu Saga. So from Buu Saga to Blue Goku is 31,250,000,000. The escalation in Dragon Ball is redonkulous. It's way too much sometimes. Like, I know they don't like really think about that when they're writing it, but this is what this part of the community is for talking about this kind of stuff and seeing exactly how different characters get over time. So, and again, this isn't including Zenkai's, because he would have gotten even stronger through training and being injured and everything during battle. So what's next? So this number, the 31,250,000,000, we're gonna have we're gonna change that to 1 for the power of Blue Goku and Vegeta going into the Tournament of Power, just to make our numbers a lot easier to work with. Because if we're starting off with that, it's just gonna get insane. So that number is now 1 as just Blue Goku and Vegeta, because they're about equivalent when they go into the Tournament of Power, in their blue states at least. Yes, we know Goku has Kaioken. And getting into Kaioken, so at the beginning, well, not exactly the beginning, but Goku and Jiren's first fight, Goku uses Kaioken Blue times 20 and does nothing to Jiren. And then he uses so he makes a Spirit Bomb that's more powerful than Kaioken times 20, because he thinks it has a better chance of taking him out. And then while he's throwing it, like, Jiren's not even trying to hold back this Spirit Bomb, so Goku turns blue and then Kaioken times 20 on top of that, making his push on the Spirit Bomb at least Kaioken Blue times 40 level, approximately. Because the Spirit Bomb's stronger than Blue, but we don't know how much stronger, so we like to put it as just an objective, just base 20, so then that's Kaioken times 40. Later on, during the Tournament of Power, when Goku fights Kefla kicks God Goku just right in the side of the head, and Whis compares that kick to the level of the Spirit Bomb, which is a 40 times the Blue Goku that entered the Tournament of Power. So Kefla would be a 40. She then goes Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 on top of that power, which is 100 times boost, as we talked about before, making her a 4,000 times base Goku. And 4,000 times Blue Goku entering the Tournament of Power. Then Goku turns Omen and one-shots her with a point-blank Kamehameha right to the face. So that makes Goku in Omen at least 4,000 times Blue Goku who entered the Tournament of Power. Like, he's stronger than that, but we can't say how much stronger than that, so we're just putting it at 4,000. Then Goku gets stronger as he fights. As we all know, Saiyans always get stronger, and but we don't know how to exactly calculate that, so we're going to keep him at 4,000. That Goku then fights full power Jiren and turns MUI. And throughout the series, whenever there's a power boost to put you over the villain, it's always at least a 2x boost. So we can give him at least that, turning into MUI, because we never get a real multiplier for Mastered Ultra Instinct. So that would make MUI Goku at least an 8,000 times the blue Goku that entered the Tournament of Power. And at this point, they're on the level of Gods of Destruction. And this is, once again, a low ball, because we're not talking about the... what is it? The progression of power throughout it. We're not talking about Zenkais or anything like that. So it's a very big low ball. So he's probably much stronger than that. Probably multiple times stronger than that. And remember, Saiyans always get stronger as they fight. So now that we have a baseline at 4,000 times, and 8,000 times the blue Goku that entered the Tournament of Power, we're gonna talk about Gogeta. He's formed from a post Tournament of Power Goku and Vegeta. As we said before, we're going to use the addition increase instead of the multiply increase for fusion, just to make it so that we're lowballing both people, so that it's not too unfair to either side. And personally, I believe, this is my own headcanon, but we're going to use a non-headcanon version of it later. I think that Blue Goku and Vegeta, because of their Zenkais afterwards, I think that they're at least strong. Like, they're at least as strong as the Kaioken times 20 Goku that fought Jiren the first time, the one that threw the Spirit Ball. I think they're probably at least that level. They're probably higher than that, but they're at least that level. That's what I feel, at least, and I think a lot of people can agree with that because of just how much stronger they get. So it's just, I'm just trying to make a safe assumption just for the point of the video, but I'm gonna like get rid of that just to show you the difference anyway. So they're gonna start off as a 20 on this level, so that they're comparable. Same way the blue Goku is 1, so they're gonna be equal to Kaioken times 20 Goku. So they're gonna start off as 20s on this baseline. Then when so Blue Goku and Vegeta fighting, well, Blue Goku fought Enraged Broly, which in the movie they state that it's a mastered Ozaru form without transforming, and Ozaru is a 10 times multiplier on top of your base. And then Broly goes Super Saiyan on top of that. So Broly would also start off as a 20. As Ozaru, and then get four times stronger off of that, because he's going from a 10 times multiplier to a 50 times multiplier. That makes SSJ Broly an 80 on our scale. So it doesn't look like that much of a difference. But wait, then Goku and Vegeta fuse into Gogeta, so that's a 20 plus a 20, which makes 40. Then Gogeta goes Super Saiyan. 40 times 50 is 2,000 times Blue Goku from the start of the Tournament of Power. And I think you see where this level is going now. So that's just Super Saiyan Gogeta. Then, because in order to get to Blue, we have to go God first. Even though he didn't go God in the movie, the way you get the multipliers, you have to go God and then Blue. God is a 25,000 times multiplier. That would make Gogeta in God a 1 million on our scale, or a 50 million in Blue. Right? This is what I have here, right? Yes, 50 million in Blue compared to 8,000 for MUI Goku. That's a big difference. But knock all my headcanon out of the window. Let's say even though we all know this isn't true, let's say Goku and Vegeta didn't get any more powerful during the Tournament of Power. They had no Zenkais, no nothing. And that the blue Goku and Vegeta that go in and fight Broly are just as powerful as the blue Goku and Vegeta that started off the Tournament of Power. So they would be ones on our scale. So that would make our addition multiplier, that would make base Gogeta a 2. That means a Super Saiyan Gogeta is 100. And then that would make God 50,000. And then blue 2.5 million. It's just that the progression and fusion multipliers are just absolutely insane. So let's say that, like, I personally, I don't think it's that much of a difference between, like, as much of as I'm showing here as like, I don't think blue Gogeta is like over 100 times stronger than MUI Goku. I think that's a little much to say. I don't think that doesn't make much sense. But I'm just I'm showing how much of a power difference there is from a fighter and base going God and blue. Like, there's a lot of stuff that the community as a whole doesn't want to really accept, like how much powerful like God is than Super Saiyan. Like, yes, we see in the movie that Vegeta fights Broly in Super Saiyan and then goes instantly to God, but then within a couple minutes Broly is God level. It doesn't, like, the way that they show it doesn't make much sense, but the multipliers are still there. And we're talking about a base Gogeta going God, which is a 25,000 times multiplier. Like, there's a lot of calculations and everything to go with it, and there's, like, I don't believe there's any assumptions because we have statements and we have feats showing all this kind of stuff. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit in the comments for making this video. And I know it's different from my usual content, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit. But if you guys like this type of video, or if you guys are interested in this kind of other types of content on this channel, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be bringing different stuff than just Dokkan. And yeah, guys, I think that's the video. So yeah, just leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys had a good time. I know it's a bit of a longer video, but sometimes I like those sometimes. Like, I enjoy longer videos on YouTube. And I hope you guys do too. And till next time, deuces.